And we're live. Okay, so I've been fighting allergies and congestion. So if you hear me sniffle, okay, right there, it feels my sinuses feel clear. But I will be doing a lot of that because my ears are plugged, kind of. I I kind of want to get a piece of gum so I can chew, but I also don't want to chew into the mic or have the sound of chewing in there. So yeah. Lizelle T. Look, I'm doing it now. I'm going. So that's oh gosh. So my jaw last night was like starting to ache from how yeah. Anyways, there is no list. Mostly because there's not a lot of people in here, Liz. And also, I don't like to do the lists, you know. So at the moment, since there's not a lot of people, it's first come first serve. Uh, and I don't do lists here. I do the play the numbers game. I believe I have the rules for the play the numbers game in the description down below. So yeah. What is the current thoughts of Angelo towards me? How long have you known this, Angelo? We'll do your reading while we get people in. And also, Darcy. Hi, Darcy. If you're watching, Darcy. Uh, um, yeah, it's been a minute, Darcy. Let's see. My plugged ears are bothering me, so 2 months in a relationship. So you guys are in a relationship for 2 months now, and so what? Why are you questioning his thoughts? What brings this question about? Let's talk about this, girl. What's going on? You got the man. Why the questions? Broke up recently. Oh, for 2 months that was dating. That wasn't your man. No. Ah! Suddenly ghosted you. Have you? I need more of this dynamic. I need to know what's going on here. There's so much going on. How the hell y'all gonna be in a relationship for 2 months and then he ghosted you? I don't think y'all were in a relationship. Did he officially 1 year dating, 2 months in a relationship, and he just ghosted you? Is this all like online or something? Have you guys met in person? I'm missing a deck. Where did I put it? Where is it? Where did she go? Okay, so you guys have met in person. Okay. Am I like blind to it? Do I? Oh, I know where I put it. Ah, you guys are in a long distance relationship. How far are we talking? See, there's a difference. In person, long distance. What happened there? I need more context. Most likely, yeah. That's a possibility that he had another woman. The other woman. He's hiding something. Well, it don't matter now. He's hiding everything from you because he ghosted you. He gone now. When was the last time he messaged you? What was like, you're saying he ghosted you. How long was this breakup? How recent was this breakup? Like, has it been 30 minutes? 2 weeks ago? That's suspicious. That's a worrying amount of time for you to be dating for a year and in a relationship for 2 months, and then 2 weeks ago breaks up, ghosts you essentially. Long distance is tough. Long distance is tough, Lizelle. I mean, is he working? Is he, what's his? It was hard to heal. Girl, you're still healing. Like, you see, so he's working. Hmm. 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 Now, what about the bad memory? I mean, it just seems that work and life got. Let me do a relationship spread here. Now, did he acknowledge that you broke up with him? And you broke up with him over text? I mean, I've broken up with someone over the phone, but it was over a phone call. A text is very, very impersonal for something so serious. And if you really care for him. Oh, yes. Happy full moon. Yes. Hello, Hopeful Soul 72. Zell, girl. Let's see. Let's see. You. Hit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Foundation. Huh. Outcome. Huh. The distance is getting to him. It's just been too far. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I see, at least. But it seems that there's something good to come out of this in the end. So, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? He's far away from you. People need that physical face-to-face connection and good, stable, constant communication other than just texts. You need the phone call. You need to set time for each other. So, yeah. Is he going to go back? did he tell you? Doesn't seem like it. Sure, hopeful soul, if I can. Yeah, exactly. He didn't tell you, girl. Don't get your hopes up. Let's go to the start of this reading, okay? First of all, I drew a card for you. This is your heart. You got Temperance. It's telling you to chillax, girl. Ground yourself. Let's let these emotions flow through you, okay? And your mind. King of Pentacles, also kind of another grounding card. Let's focus on perhaps. Do you work? Are you working too, or what's the deal here? We'll get to his current thoughts. We got you. we got to cover you because this is about your relationship, or what was your relationship, you know? Yes, you work. Yeah. The King of Pentacles tells you, you know what? He's distracting you from your work. No, that's probably too direct of a way to read him, but he's definitely telling you to focus on more important things so that, because he's also focusing on other things, and apparently those other things are more of a priority for him than you are. You know what I mean? Because if you were, he would have messaged you. He would have kept talking to you. He would have, like you said, wanted to work things out when you said, I want to break up. When you texted him that. Right? Right? Or no? This is his heart. The Four of Wands. This card has been popping up a lot for me during these live streams. And and maybe it's indicating the end of Aries season coming up in like a few weeks or whatever. But for this, it seems that most likely he probably has something else started, and his heart, because again, it's like you see the Four Wands making this structure here, this very loose, very bare bones structure. It's not very stable, but it's still something, and it's barely starting off. Something new has started here. His mind, Six of Swords, moving on. He's moved away. He's far away from you. The travel here, it seems he's moving on to different shores. Yeah, it seems he started a new relationship. I'm sorry to say it, Liz. I'm sorry to say it. So you got for the foundation of the relationship, which is very sad. It seems that if he hadn't had to move away for work, yes, girl, go get your hug. You need to find a friend and talk to them and get a hug. Okay. Foundation. This was the foundation of your relationship. It showed some promising. It showed promise. There was promise there. You know. But rainbows don't last forever. That's the thing about this. That's the thing about this. The Ten of Cups. The rainbow is the main feature along with the family, but life gets in the way, and rainbows are temporary. They don't last forever. They stay. They're there. They're happy to enjoy to look at, but then life happens and shit hits the fan sometimes, and the rainbow disappears. The advice. The advice here is the King of Wands. What could the King of Wands be saying? King of Wands could be saying, could indicate a new man, but you got to heal, like you said. You got to heal from all this and be secure in yourself before moving on to another relationship. And hello, LMA, if I didn't say hello. So yeah, he's confident. He's a leader. What advice is the King of Wands trying to tell us? Don't lose that drive. Don't lose that drive. Don't let it get you down. Because the outcome, the sun. Love this. Love this. Oh, yes. Someone confident. But I think it's more so, I think it's not necessarily the next guy is going to be confident. That's a good thing, though. Any good man is confident. But that comes with being secure in themselves. That's the absence of insecurity. That comes with confidence, kind of trumps that in a way. And so the sun here, clarity, happiness, joy. I think in the long run, it seems that this breakup will be for the best. It seems that there's, as happy as the sun is, it seems that you two need to come to some realizations, and I think for sure you need to work through how you're still mourning the loss of this relationship. And absolutely, for sure, 100%, if you want to, I'd recommend making it like official. Like, over text is very impersonal. It's very there's a lack of seriousness in a text message. You really gotta either phone call or see him in person, and do it in person, and be like, this isn't working out, done. And he's too far. And then phone call or FaceTime, whatever it is. T- tell him, phone call or FaceTime, tell him, I want to talk to you, I need to tell you something, it's over, things like that. Don't say it over text. If he doesn't want to contact, then it's obviously he's moved on. Chingo su madre, don't bother with him then. But at least show that you want to at least make it official and close it off for sure, if that makes sense. They're very difficult. Hello again, Monica C. Yeah, because it'll help you, Liz, that for sure, absolutely putting that last nail in the coffin. It'll help with the closure and help you move on, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, the main answer I could have just gotten from these two: found a new relationship, he's moving on. He's probably starting his new life around where he's at right now. So again, and how you factor into that, wish the 4 wands can indicate that. But yeah, it's always hard. It always hurts because it sounds like you really cared. Because it sounds like you really cared for him. What do you mean? Like with any relationship, everybody cares for their other person in whatever way. I don't know, girl. That's up to him. That's a good question. That's a very good question. That's true, but again, some people can't handle the ghosting well, So yeah, why did he leave me so easily? That's a good question. I asked that question myself too. So yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lizelle. But look at the positive side. There's always someone more. There's always someone else, Well, Liz, that's why you gotta have your friends. That's why you gotta have your friends and talk shit about him with, Well, Liz, guess what? Yeah, you just this is your first one. This is your first one. Um this is your first bad memory, girl. And yeah. Exactly what Darcy's saying. It shows that, you know, that's perfectly well said. Hugs in the chat for Liz. Is there a hug emoji in the chat? There should be a hug emoji. There you go, Liz. The mail's coming. Really need to pop these ears. Okay, so there you go, Liz. I wish you luck. Remember, that sun is coming up in the future. Potential outcome as it is, but still, you got to work towards it. You're not alone. Okay, so moving on. There you go, Liz. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, let's see. Rejection is God's protection. There we go. There we go. Yeah, if only he, because honestly, you know, if only he didn't have to leave, you know, everything would have been well. But anyways, hello, Rosella. So who all wants a free reading? I'm doing good. Rosella, have you been on my channel before? First time on chat. Oh, well, welcome. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Okay, Monica, hopeful soul. Okay. Everybody got a question. I don't like a general reading. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play the guess the numbers game. Because that's how this goes. I don't do no lists. So when I put up the banner, you guys are gonna guess. If you guys have been on here before, you know the rules. But if you're new here, I got a card here, this card right here. I already got the number. Okay. And you're gonna guess between 0 to 21 as many times as you want. Actually guess. Don't try and spam like a certain Capricorn, Aquarius cusp that I know. And yeah, whoever guesses the number first correctly gets the reading. So let's go. And my dryer's done. My laundry's done. Drying. Not 8. Not 18, not 7, not 12. Not 5. Oh, there we go. Finally. my ears unplugged. Not 11. No, not 18. No, no. Oh, Hopeful Soul got it. The 9 of Arrows. The 9 of Swords, I think, in traditional. The which is Mars and Gemini. Congrats, Hopeful Soul. Not a very happy card, but there you go. So, Hopeful Soul, what's your question? Damn. What is the next step? Oh, there'll be plenty of other guess the numbers game too, Rosella. Itchy eye. So what is the next step? Having trouble sleeping. Girl, me too. Last night I didn't sleep well. I felt like I didn't sleep well. And maybe it's because of my sinuses. I don't know. But we'll see. We got the 10 of Cups again. The second reading in the row, right? Yes. With the 10 of Cups, satiety here. This is at the bottom of the deck. So to me, it seems here, don't go for... Let's see. I've tried natural methods. Tea, ashwagandha, melatonin. Yeah, not even the melatonin works. Anyways, 10 of Cups, Mars and Pisces, which Mars is in Pisces, I believe, in Western astrology. And it tells about don't satiate yourself. You know what that word means? It's essentially like having a more fulfilling pleasure, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It has to be more fulfilling and more substantial and more has to carry over in a way, something more long lasting, so yeah, you got the 6 of Wands, victory. The next step is victory, and the Prince of Swords, which he's I believe his sign is mostly Aquarius. And so yeah, it's that 10 of Cups is like that superficial pleasure almost. Just a temporary, it's like the 10 of Cups is a temporary high, so yeah, the Prince of Swords here, again, something, use that mind of yours You gotta be a little more crafty with something. You gotta be a little more cunning, you know. And the Two of Cups, love. What do you love right now? What is it that you are loving right now? Or what do you want to love? What do you want to give your love? Or how are you receiving love? You know, because to me, I will say though, these two kind of shouldn't go hand in hand, victory and love, you know, because there is no winning or losing in love. That shouldn't be the goal. No love, period. Girl, you gotta change that. And this isn't like romance or like a relationship or anything. Again, what are you giving your love to? You're not good. That right there. That's it right there. We found it. Says who? Says who? If you weren't, I would have kicked you. If you weren't, I would have had the mods ban you, hopeful soul. Darcy, get her. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. not not in a mean way, right, Darcy? Hopeful. It sounds a little bit like depression. You know, depression is getting worse and worse. You gotta, you gotta. Yeah, maybe the Prince of Swords is maybe referring to a therapist. I'd prefer a Scorpio for a therapist. It would seem so. It would seem she feels stuck, right? with the question, you know, what is the next step? What are we gonna do now? You know? Hello, Danny boy. It's been a minute. I forget how many moderators I have in this chat in my live stream. Um, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because it's like the next step. It's like, uh, I have things to accomplish before I can accommodate a innocent person who wants to be with me. And that's again, I'm not I'm not necessarily I'm not at all referring you you love that. I'm not referring to a relationship because this love can be in a friendship, love for your work, love for your home, love for yourself, obviously, and love for uh, you know, love in a much more general term, but in an active way. You know, the next step is to love, not again, not a relationship. Doesn't have to be if you feel like you're not ready for that or you're not looking for that. It's giving and receiving love. You know, it's again, think of it platonically, but also powerfully. But also, there's no power in love. It's a whole thing. There's a whole thing to my approach to love. Uh, so yeah. So you're waiting on news. Okay, that could also indicate this Prince of Swords here could be the messenger. I mean, he's quite a mercurial Hermes figure, I feel, but in my opinion, just the wings of the messengers, just an air's communication and all that. Um, but yeah, but here you're saying you have things to accomplish before I can accommodate and in person. Well, the Six of Wands is like, hey, accomplish them, or you are accomplishing them. Victory is a good card, though. It seems that that's completed, but you need something. You need something deeper, something more. I want to change my environment. Peace will be required. And that's, again, you're gonna get that from you know, the space that you get outside of your work, you know. Hell, even in your work should be obviously work, but you know, and you're gonna have to deal with some stressors, but it should be understandable and processable, if that makes sense. Hello, Lady Knight. Of course, hopeful soul. So I think the next step is to love. Look for love. Look to where you can love something or where you can receive love. Okay, it's an act. And again, doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Look for love. No, I'm trying to word it right because again, love isn't a noun, it's a verb, you know. That's the basic idea here, you know. Spiritual love, love for a deep soulful love, you know. And this is, and what's great about that is that it's something that you can do on your own. It's really not that time consuming, but it is powerful in that it's, again, remember, there is no power in love though. It's paradoxical, contradictory and paradoxical in that sense, you know. So I would say that's the next step. Connection with sparks of joy. There we go. There you go, hopeful soul. Okay. So we're going to move on. Good luck with that, hopeful soul. Find that love. Find where you can put that love. You know, as Florence and the Machine once said, you know, where, tell me where to put my love, you know? See, girl, hopeful soul, hopeful soul, we all going through that. Okay, succulent soul, another soul. We got a hopeful soul and we got a succulent soul. Okay, so we're gonna do another round of guess the numbers. So again, if anybody here still here knows the rules, okay, you're gonna put up the banner, guess the number, guess 0 to 21. 0 to 21. Guess as many times as you want, but actually guess. Don't spam the chat, you know. And yeah, we'll see. Let's go. No, not 17, not 11. Not, oh, no, not 8. No, no one has it yet. Not 9, not 13. Hone into the card. It's a very good card. I like this card. 2 of you have gotten close to it. No, 3 of you have gotten close to it. Not 4, not 1. I think one of you got it. I just want to make sure that nobody else guesses. Lady Knight got it. Congrats, Lady Knight. Your birthday. You were born on the 6th, right? Got the 6 of discs. The decan of the decan of Taurus that's ruled by the moon. July 6th. Oh. Okay, okay. So what's your question, Lady Knight? What do you got? What do you need to work through? Outlook on work for the next month, please. Okay, I was right to pick this one up. I was like, Majestic Earth will probably be it. And I was like, yes. In terms of working with certain people, I don't particularly find competent. Let's see. I think the robot uprising isn't too far away. Girl, we just gotta do an electromagnetic pulse and they'll be knocked out. Like all we gotta do is just unplug, and take away their power source and they'll be fine. Not Alexa being the other woman. Alexa, play The Other Woman by Lana Del Rey. Collective consciousness will prevail. Yes, we'll have our oh my gosh, what's it called? We'll have our own uprising. We'll have our own rebellion like in Dune. Why she gotta say like that though? A lot of like movement and new starts kind of being like, which I mean, you've talked to me about like finding somewhere else to work, or like leaving your job, right? You have here the Two of Stone. Again, I always like to point out the lady on her little pack mule crossing the bridge, moving up to new things. The first decan of Capricorn as well, as a decan that's very much about where to plant your feet. Essentially where to where to oh, and your last day of work is July 4th. I think it's kind of saying like, hey, just hold on until that, or plan for what you're gonna do. Start preparing for what you're gonna do after July 4th. Your Independence Day You should like leave on July 3rd. Like you should like do the whole monologue from Independence Day that the president does, you know, at your job. uh you have the Ace of Trees. Again, another card of like of pure potential. The spark. Oh, that's your wedding day, Darcy. That's right, right? I believe you mentioned it. How nice. Um and here it is known as the aces are crucibles. So this is the crucible of fire. This is the crucible that's gonna like essentially purify your fire and purify your drive and focus that energy to what you want it to. And the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Trees, the birds are flying away. You're moving away. You're flying away. Moving on. Going on. Away, 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 away. Yeah. Yeah, this is the time to get organized. It's July 4th is not that far away. We're already gonna step into April. May, June, July. That's like 2 months. 3 months for we're technically 3 months at this point with April. I'm thinking I'm already discounting April. April, May, June, July. That's 3 months. That's quite a bit of time, but not a lot of time. So yeah, the eight of wands is again the first, second, first decan of Sagittarius. Again, there's that beginnings of like the cardinal decan of cardinal earth with cardinal mutable fire. I don't know if you can hear my mom on the phone. Ignore that. That's none of your concern. Those are people recording it now. Bottom of the deck you have strength, which again I think this points to what are you don't overexert yourself. What are you um what's the term here? What are you focusing your energy and your force towards, you know? It might be. Again, I think so. I think so. Yeah, I'm getting more yeah, I'm definitely getting more of that. Your own projects, but not your work. The readings like that's not important. you know. So I'm saying it's probably more so yeah, already transitioning into my own stuff. Oh, that's good. I think then perhaps we may need to take this as a warning of, don't don't let this blow up your workspace in a way. Like don't let it over fry your nerves and how you deal with your work until your work is done. There's that perfect balance here. I'm surprised Temperance didn't show up. That perfect balance of making sure you're doing your proper work right, and then making sure you're also taking care of what you care for with your projects. You know, uh, maybe right. I'm like kind of with Darcy on this one. Maybe that's what requires your attention right now. Perhaps, perhaps work is now. Yeah, strength is needed either way, and strength needs to be utilized properly because it is at the bottom of the deck. Something's off with strength. Something's off with your strength. You gotta you gotta maintain poise. I think, especially and maybe this strength may be referring to the certain people you don't find competent. That's probably what strength is referring to. That's funny. I'm like, yeah, you bite your tongue. I'm like, with traditional strength, you see the tongue of the lion always sticking out, but it has to be tamed. It has to be withheld sometimes. I feel like I would just say, like, just keep reminding yourself, 3 more months, 3 more months, but I feel like that kind of makes it worse sometimes. I'm trying to fix my hat and I don't know how. I'm glad they can't hear my. Hello, Toadstool Tarot. How are you doing? Uh, yeah, I'm like, sometimes it's for the best. So maybe it's for the best that they don't hear your inner monologue. But you know what? It's for yourself. But make sure you still let that out. Maybe put that in your personal journal, or vent to someone, you know, something. Because I feel like that kind of like builds up over time. Let me I oh, okay, that's my mom on the phone. It's about her work, I believe. So I don't want to spill any information about my mother without her knowing. And I'm like, that's pretty loud through the door. Through the door. Let's see. I have an office colleague that I can talk about this with. We just laugh about them together and shake our heads. There we go. And you know what? That's probably what the strength card, at least in this deck, is referring to. You see the two lions with it. So it's like, again, it's the lion and the lioness. It's the pride of lions there. Um, again, it's that, like, it's quite the opposite of the solitary strength of the self, you know. So it could be referring to that. Where is it? I lost it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, because it's not just one lion; it's two lions. It's so good to see you here more. I never know when you're going to be on, but I'm thrilled that I can catch you when I do. Yeah, I'm gonna try every day of the week. Weekends, I probably won't be able to. But I'll try Monday through Friday to be on at 3:30, and I'll try to, and I'll be sure to put, I'll try and put the premiere for it. So yeah, uh, sometimes, yeah. I see her. I actually just saw her comment on one of my last videos. Reply to a comment on one of my last videos, and she posted something on her channel, on her community. She's busy with life as well, and yeah, we sometimes talk, we sometimes chat, not as much as we did in the past, but yeah. Um, I'm looking forward to see more of her pens and stationery stuff. But I'm like, pens and stationery kind of takes a back burner for my interest at the moment, because yeah, I like what I like with my pens. I feel like I'm too practical with my pens. I'm not like gung-ho about it like I was with tarot decks or books. um a wee bit later in the day would be better. I'll try. I like the 3:30, but I'll see if I'll try maybe next week. I'll try, maybe starting at like 5:30, maybe. We'll see. I'll try it out. Uh, just because I'm like, people always complain that I always go on super late, but I'm like, I want to try going on uh during the day. Let's see. How long would you able to be on? I really need a reading. I try to be on. I'll try and be on for another hour. So yeah, so 1 to 2 hours is what I try to do. Sometimes I used to be able to go on for longer, and I might in the future, but we'll see. What's the okay. So, moving on. Anyone else that still wants a reading? Like, speaking of, we got to move on. We got to move on to the next reading. I can already feel it draining though. And I really want to learn to slow down and take my time with it. I feel like the live chat kind of makes me want to like rush through the reading, and I feel like I may be taking too long. I don't know, I want to pace myself, but that's more like in person, one-on-one. I'll have to see, So anyways, moving on. I got another card. Y'all know the rules. Oh, anybody watching that wants a reading, that's been watching, has been in my chat before. Anybody that wants a reading, I got a card. And also, I hope you guys can't hear what I want to say. It's nothing like too personal, but it is like I don't want y'all to be listening. Oh my god! And of course, well, thank you, hopeful soul. I get the feeling that looking back on them, I'm like, I feel like they are. You got the 5 of Cups, Rosella. Congrats, Rosella Rose girl. I was like, not a happy card to get. It's the 5 of Cups. But still, let's see what your reading is then. Hopefully it doesn't really have much to do with your reading. Let's see. Well, I received my LVMH. What is that? Modeling contract. I guess it's a modeling contract. And relocate to Paris in April. Any dates, if you see anything you get would be helpful. Okay, what are we going to use? What to use with this one? What are we going to use with this one? What deck to use? What deck to use? Hmm. 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 It's a company name. Okay. Any pink or white decks if you have any. Do I have any pink or white decks? Any pink or white decks I have, I don't really reach for. Oh. The box is white. Flip a coin, right? Yeah, the gold on it, and this has like gold, some slight gold details on the cards. Let's see how it goes. The t-shirt works, right? Now my mom's calling for the dog. Hold on, Rosella. Rosella. Okay. Sorry. I should. She knows I'm streaming, so yeah. Sorry about that. I had to give. I was giving my dog her medication. Let's see here. It's just me, my mom, and my dad, and then my two dogs. Another two of discs, huh? Do you have an age? Oh, Darcy Rossner is asking her that. I mean, hopefully she does. I feel like that's like kind of key to, you know, getting anything. Oh, scorpionic energy going on here. So you have the Two of Discs. Perhaps there's a different opportunity going on here. Maybe not necessarily what you initially thought, or maybe a change in the contract. Right. Usually an agent would really help with that. Which, speaking of, right. And April is pretty damn close. We're like, we're on the last week of March. So yeah, you have the King of Cups as well. LVMH is a company of many brands. Okay, so hopefully she gets an agent. I would hope, right? Are you still with us, Rosella? Are you with us now? While everyone's like commenting on her. So yeah, so the King of Cups, probably a more experienced guiding hand, perhaps, will help you on this. And then the Nine of Cups, pretty positive card here. I like the Nine of Cups. If we're going for a yes, no, I would say yes. The Two of Discs is kind of saying like, still up in the air. And with the King of Cups, would it be a yes? How positive is he? I think he's pretty good. Something about him. I like him. I personally like a King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Death. Are you ready for the change? Are you ready for the change that's coming? To relocate to Paris, and spring in Paris, like that's that's another question. I think that should be considered. Seems you want to, right? It's a lot of work and it's a big move. I don't know where you live, but still, yeah, dates. I mean, give me a second. My dog wants to go out now. All right. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you see, so she has some experience. Wasn't that nice, Rosella? It just was a thing. Right. I think a lot of people think model and they have one idea, but it's like a model can be a lot of things, I have a project and I'm basically dealing with the Arnolds directly for something. I don't know them, but that's pretty big, I guess. I'm completely out of the loop. There's someone that used to frequent my chats. He was pretty big in like the fashion world, but I don't know if that's what you're doing with but yeah. That's different than a modeling contract. To bring it back together though. I would say I would say there's good signs here. Change though is the main feature here. So I guess yes, dates. That's what I was trying to come back to. I'll do it privately. I need it. Yeah. So dates. I mean, the Two of Discs. That's to go astrologically. That's the first decan of Capricorn. Not that's a little too far. That's like, when is that? November, December, around there. We can't do that. The King of Cups and the Death card as well, and the number that you guessed on, you know, the 5 here with the 5 of Cups, you can see there it's Mars and Scorpio. You have Death, which is the card of Scorpio as well. And the King of Cups also refers to Scorpio. And that's also past the April date. That's like, when is that? That's like, what? October, November? Right? No. Yes? No. I don't know. But anyways, then we have the 9 of Cups, which is Pisces. And we're in the last, well, Pisces already passed. We're already in Aries. So yeah. Oh, thank you, hopeful soul, and good luck. Find that love. Look for it. Look for it. November, right? Oh yeah, Darcy, I'm just like guessing the astrological correspondences and seeing the dates that line up with those astrological correspondences for the cards to try and get a date to see if any dates for her. Um, I'm not big on guessing the dates. It's not something I do that much or that well. And if the plan is April, if the contract and the plan is to relocate you and have you there in April, and then you're gonna be there if you get the contract, right? In Real Sky, we're still in Pisces. That's another thing. We'll have to see. And that's something I have to work on. Whether whether my readings are more in line with Western, or they're more in line with the Real Sky. Western or Real Sky astrology. It's yeah. What I can pull. Let me see. Is it here? Yes. Only Time Will Tell by Jessica Bott. This is more. Let me know, Rosella. I'll be on. If this is how accurate or how off I was on this, because this deck is kind of. It can be pretty like. It tries to be very clean cut. I feel at times so, but also not. Let's see. Because the plan is in April, but it doesn't. But it seems that maybe that's not necessarily the case. April may not be so cut and dry, may not be so set in stone. Because cards seem to be pointing more towards autumn, winter, possibly even winter next year or spring next year. With Pisces, right? Right? The 17th. So, I mean, considering the timing, it seems to be April 17th. Let me know. This is a very random deck. So yeah. So yeah, there you go, Rosella. But it could also be the 17th of another month. Keep that in mind. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if anything happens on the 17th. Could I just generally see other cards on this deck? Which deck? The only time will tell? Just to see what else could have been the answer. I'm like, that's not how this works, girl. That kind of defeats the purpose of the pulling of the draw of the random pull that we did. But this one goes pretty much, it goes like from the first to that, and then like here sometimes it'll get like an actual time. It'll go through like the different times, like 7 o'clock, but it could be AM or PM, you know. Here we have when the bell tolls. I like that one. That one's funny. Spontaneously on the 16th, right there, you know, just to show you how this deck is. The 21st, very simple. It's very simple. Or Monday. I think it has the months as well. The 25th, 9, 8, 10. Right? And then this one, who knows? Does it have the months, right? Oh, I like this one. At harvest. So that's like autumn, right? Yes. The next leap year. Yeah. Okay. I was like, yeah. Yeah, then it has the days of the week. During a solar eclipse, get ready. Yeah, there's no months, but I think that's the point of like the 10th. That would be like September. she just had to. In a bit. I love this deck. I'm like, I haven't pulled it out in a while, but I should have it out because especially for like when I'm doing these, because a lot of people come in and ask for timings. But yeah, I've shown this actually quite a bit on my channel. But yeah, it's out of print, I believe. Unfortunately, I think I'm not sure if she made another print run. I've been out of the loop. How about Never? I think Never is one of the cards too. Yeah, she has a very Jessica Bott has a I like her approach to tarot and card creation. Let me see. I think Never is in there. I mean, there is a who knows, you know, but or a next time. But I don't. Did I see it? Yeah. 21st in a bit. Next century. I mean, I guess next century would be the 7th, 16th, 3 o'clock, 21st on the 1st, on the 3rd, 4 o'clock. Spontaneously. Saturday, Thursday. When the bell tolls. This weekend. Huh. I guess there isn't a Never. That's interesting. I think this was made using on by Make Playing Cards. 17 the 17th 17 as a number is a pretty good number. But yeah, let me see. Let me look it up. Let me see what she's up to. Tangent. We're gonna be shopping for decks right now. Just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, it's out of print. I don't know if she's updated her site. Let's go to shop. Yeah, she has her botanical decks. It's on Etsy. Let's see. She has the Phenomena Oracle, and then she's doing a lot of her fantasy plant, not her fantasy, her plant botanical deck, which I have, but I don't really use. But I like all the different pictures, you know, how many are there. But yeah, she did, I believe she made a Kickstarter for one of her tarot decks to bring back, but I wasn't a big fan of how different she made it. So yeah. I guess yeah, it's either that or the who knows would be the never card. Uh yeah, it was Etsy. I think I got the last copy or one of the last copies. Uh but she's very stringent on her reprints. So she really doesn't give into the pressure. Like she's very like, this is my work. This is what I do. Like she has a sigil a tarot deck with sigils, and I really wanted that one, but she's never reprinted that one. That one was like a very short print run, and she's like, no more, you know. And then there's also her, oh gosh, what was it called? It was a play on words with the deck, or something like something deck, like I can't remember the name, but it was it was one that was like very like simple, clean cut type of minimalist type of art. Um uh her name is Jessica Bott, the creator of this deck right here. Here, I just had I had the link here. Let me see here. Here, let me. All right, good night, Lady Night. Here, you can see all of it there. Oh wait, work in progress. I guess she's doing another one. No, I don't want that. I want Idiosyncradeck. There we go. That's the name of it. The guidebook's there. That's the name of it. The Idiosyncradeck. But I think it's been recreated as the Jessica Tarot, which is a work in progress. Yeah, it used to be called, the sigils used to be called the Messages Tarot, and then the Idiosyncradeck and the Amethyst Oracle look kind of the same, but the Messages Tarot was like just the simplistic. I like the more minimalist, simple sigil look of the Messages Tarot, but I guess she's going with a different look for the sigils that she's doing with her next or this new Oracle, but I don't know. So yeah. So if you want to look into it, there she is. There's that. She only has her botanical deck there. So yeah. Medieval sigils. I don't know that one. Now it's just now we're back to it. From Gamecrafter? Oh. Okay. I'm not a big fan of Gamecrafter's production, but okay. Yeah, it's in the same line. I do like it when decks combine or use sigils in there. I would like to try my hand at them a little bit more. Oh, wait, this is. Wait a minute. Oh no. The YouTube video is. I was like, wait, no, she didn't make it. Julianne Victoria. She used to be Through the Peacock's Eye, right? I think I'm subscribed to her. I should be. Yeah, and there's Sanskrit Blue. I see the comments here. Yeah, Sanskrit Blue, love her channel. Yeah, Julianne Victoria. Yeah. Yeah, but these are all these comments 4 years ago. It's a pretty old deck then. Yeah. Anyways. Peacock Esperanto. No. Hello, L Princess. I'm doing good. But no, I'm like on the Game Crafter website, and the video for the walkthrough of this deck, of the medieval sigil deck, tarot, whatever, is from the walkthrough is by Julianne Victoria. Are you taking questions right now? Yes. Right now, I was distracted. I got distracted. The tangent. We were on a tangent, L Princess. But yes, we're taking questions. Who all wants a free reading? Anybody here that wants a free reading? Let me know, so I know how many. There's the Peacock's Serpent Tarot. That's a different deck. I like the name of it, and I like the look of it, like the box and the packaging and like the idea of it, you know. But looking at the cards, I'm like, eh. Okay, Aurora, L Princess wants one. It's pretty hard to use. Yeah, a deck like that, I wouldn't use I wouldn't use it like that. I think I'd copy the sigil for something else. You know, I'd like do a reading for a specific thing or problem that I have, and use like the cards corresponding to that to like help solve the problem or whatever, and use the sigil for that. If how sigil magic works, if I'm correct on that. I could be wrong, but yeah. So far 2 people for sure want readings. I don't know who else, but dropping boxes. But if it's just Aurora and L Princess, we'll make you 2 the last ones to get readings. Right. It seems like Aurora and L Princess are the last 2. And since Aurora seems to be the first one on, and then L Princess, I think we'll do Aurora's question first. What, I missed any major shifts in the universe? No, nothing like that. Not yet, Darcy. Yeah, you can ask now, Aurora. Let's just before the last hour goes up. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna do the guess the numbers game, but it doesn't seem there doesn't seem to be that many people that want a free reading. So, oh, okay. Let's see here. Oh, I love this already. My crush and I are texting every day. We went out and it was good. But her ex, Asat, is still in the picture. How will things evolve? I don't know how she feels. I'm a Cap. She's an Aries. We're both girls. I answered the phone and lost you. Oh, it's all right. It's all right, girl. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere for at least another 30 minutes. Let's see. What to use? We're gonna use this one. We're gonna use this one. We're gonna do the I love this. This gives me enough context here. Like my crush, doesn't really think about her ex, but the ex is constantly trying to contact her and stuff. Well, as long as you're recognizing that, you know, that your ex isn't really giving her the time of day, and she's like obviously moving on and showing more interest in you. But of course, nothing's official because she's so far your crush and not anything official yet, you know? Triangles. Right, Darcy? Which, there's nothing wrong with poly, but that's not what we're dealing with here. This isn't polyamory. This is like the Miss Aries and Miss Sag have broken up, which happens. But yeah, both astrologically very compatible, Aries and Sag. But your Capricorn, she's an Aries. Capricorn and Aries are compatible. They're both, you know, of the, what type of animals are goats and sheeps and rams and all that? You know, what is that? Yeah. How long have they been broken up? Farm animals, right, Darcy? I mean, horses, I guess, is the Sagittarius, in a way. Half a horse with Sagittarius. Yeah, but God, there's a name for them. But I have no idea what they would be called. Yeah, a centaur. But still, there's a horse there. It's all right, Darcy. As long as we know what you're talking about. But yeah, so again, I ask again, Aurora, how long has your Capricorn and her Sag been separated, broken up? You should also give her time to get over the breakup. Officially broke up back in July. Okay, it's been a minute. Now, how long have they been dating? They say it takes like half the time that the relationship was before to get back into it. But yeah. They hooked up again in January. Oh, okay. It happens. It happens. Together for 10 months. August, September, October, November, December. December's the 5 months. Okay. 10 months, that's quite a bit of time, but 5 months, yeah, that's... Let's see. Relationship spread time. You? Your mind. Her heart? Her mind. Yeah. I mean, lesbian relationships are a whole nother ball game. Base, ooh, foundation, advice, and outcome. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let's go to the bottom of them. Not yet. Doesn't seem like not yet. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Lots of nines. Lots of nines going on here. So you have, so I pulled cards for your heart and your mind, your Capricorn's crush, heart and mind, and then let's see. So you have, you got the Nine of Wands. There's a bit of defensiveness, perhaps some insecurity in your heart, emotional insecurity. And then you have mentally the Hermit. To me, this is kind of telling me like, okay, through this, I'm like, girl, you can tell her how you feel, but there's a time and place. There's a time and a place. Oh, oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You're the Aries. She's the Aries. You're the Cap. Okay, you still for you though. Back to you though, Miss Cap. You got the Hermit for your mind. So again, seems like there's a bit of like a seclusion going on. This hat is making my hair itchy, but I hate how my hair looks right now. It doesn't look too bad, right? Right? But again, I need to wash this hat. I don't want to mess it up, but leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now because I'm starting to feel it get itchy. Probably have to shower after this. So yeah. Anyways, her mind, no, her heart, her heart. This is your Aries crush heart, the Enchantress of Wands. Seems that she wants more passion and fun, perhaps. Now the Queen of Wands here, or the Enchantress of Wands. Perhaps maybe she's trying to regain some sense of confidence within herself to to overcome this relationship, or perhaps I don't know, talk with her. How is she up for a relationship? Because I mean, this doesn't really say opposed to a relationship, but this doesn't really be like, oh, she's ready and she's looking for love. This. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We have in her mind the Sun. Very interesting. You have 9 and 19 here. Mentally, it seems like you guys are clicking numerically. You got the 9 of the Hermit and the 9 of the Sun right here. Mentally, as well as the, and I said, there's the insecurity with the 9 of Wands, and then there's the confidence with the Enchantress of Wands. So, foundation of the relationship. This is a bit problematic. You have the 5 of Swords. I believe this is Clemenstra, I believe is her name. And she just murdered her husband. Yeah. I think here, definitely don't start anything off of the battlefield of a breakup, which I mean, for the time frame, like I said, like most, but again, each person's different. She may need more time, and she's probably not looking for, and well, you're saying here she's not really looking for anything. Okay, so she's gonna turn 19 in 2 weeks. Oh, that's right. Oh, because she's an Aries, yeah. Oh, you guys are young love. You have a long future ahead of you, so there's time to grow. The advice, the magician, communication, toadstool. Remember how this magician gave us some trouble? Well, not this one specifically, but here we have Medea, I believe was her name. Medea? How do you pronounce her name? And she's a magician. She's a witch. And here she's she's conjuring something here. Talk to her. Keep talking with her. Keep, you guys are texting every day. Keep it up. Don't overstep. But, the more you guys get to know each other and talk more and get closer, that is how the relationship is going to naturally grow and develop. Don't try and manipulate the conversation to go to that direction, but through communication, through being there for her, and first and foremost knowing her as a friend and liking her, this will grow into something great. Because then potential outcome time, another 9, the 9 of coins, a great card. There's comfort, there's the open door for a relationship. It seems that there's potential there. Keep talking to her, keep being there for her. Don't, she's, and the more you talk to her and are more honest with her, and the more she's honest with you, then then that your relationship will grow and develop and become something more, it seems. So don't let that Sagittarius, get in the way. I don't do no twin flames. I don't do no twin flame soulmate bullshit. I don't do that. Hello, Elisa. I have a cousin named Elisa, but spelled differently. She's more Eliza. Elisa? I don't know. Anyways. But Elisa, I am actually going to do one last reading. El Princess. Yes, Aurora. Go with the flow. See what happens. I think, yeah. Yes, you are El Princess. Don't worry. So, Lisa, sorry, girl. Yeah, and if anything, you've gained a good friend, which may be a little bit sad, but no, it's not sad. It's friendship. So yeah. And thank you, Aurora. So yes, El Princess, what's your question? And El Princess is the last person getting a reading. So sorry, Elisa. Yeah, I'll try and be live again tomorrow, and I'll try. I try and be live Monday through Friday. I'll post a notification, a premiere or whatever. So hit that notification bell, so you know when I'm live again. So let's see. Will I be going on a work world tour this summer? May. Will the tour be successful? Any details about it? Huh. Let me see. You're welcome, Elisa. Let's see, last one here. Huh. Another Nine of Stone, another Nine of Pentacles here. Two of Swords, though. What could the Two of Swords be? Hmm. Not sure. Okay, so let's go over. I'm from California. So, Eight of Stone. I think, yeah, you're gonna get work. I think you are gonna work on it. I think, yeah, this is definitely a work card. I see it as such. I think so. But how big is this project? This seems to be how important is your role in this tour, in this world tour? Because the Eight of Stone isn't necessarily a card of like a that of someone that's going to play a big part in the project. Okay, so it's 8 to 9 cities. That's a lot. That's a lot. So yeah, this, because the Eight of Coins is like a lesser role. It's the work with the Eight of Stones isn't so grand with it, but shows that you'll be a part of it. But yeah. You're the main part. I was like, watch her be the main part. Watch her be the one. Okay. Okay, then it must be referring to the other part of this card, which is you know, or let's see how it plays out. Keep me updated, oh princess. Keep me updated. You have the Rider of Water. To ferment in water. Emotional here. How emotionally invested are you in this? You know, this will be an emotional ride for you, I think. I'm not sure how, princess. I didn't know. I should have asked. This is why I always have to ask. But I don't. I should have. But then you got the Nine of Stone as well. Success? Yes. Been working on it since 2 years. Oh, girl, then yes. Nine of Stone is a good sign, though. You know, will the tour be successful? Yes. Any details about it? I'm gonna say there's gonna be some emotional, some emotional toll on it. You know, put your whole heart and soul on that stage. I don't know what you're gonna do, but yeah. uh, and bottom of the deck, this one's kind of concerning. Because I'm like, what are you trying to say here? Two of Swords, or the Two of Clouds here, with the dove and the raven. What could it be? Well, good emotional. True. I'm like, if it use, it's. I'm gonna say, if you fuel it right, if you fuel your emotions correctly into into your performance. Like I said, what are you singing? Dancing, comedy, what's going on? You know, if you put it, if you let it flow through into your work, it should be good. You know, don't let it get in the way of your work. Let it fuel your work. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna say good because the nine of discs, the Nine of Stone here, which is like, again, and you see there some of the keywords: independence, uh, affluence, self-awareness. And she's like, yes, I did that. And this is probably going to be like, looking back in the future, looking back on this tour and seeing what you gained from it. She is very regal. The Nine of Stones, the women in the Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of or the Nine of Stone here usually tends to be very high class. Uh, she doesn't have a crown. It's just her hair is done up in like a bun, or like it's done up to look like that. But no, she's not wearing a crown. But she is well to do. Back to this Two of Swords. What could it be saying? Because to break down this image, you see the dove and the raven. It's referencing the two birds that Noah sent out to during the flood to see if any land was there. The raven never came back, but the dove did and brought back an olive branch. Uh, so yeah, I'm trying to see if how that could, but I'm not sure. And how there's like this light and dark in the sky and in the waters as well that you see. I don't want to come back though. You don't you don't want to come back to where you were. Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay, that might be what it that might be what it's referring to. What it might be referring to. I mean, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. But whether that's good or bad, homesickness? I don't know. But I mean, for sure, once you return, if you were to return home, you don't want to, you don't have to, have agency within yourself to be able to be like, I'm still going to do this. But just beware of homesickness and, you know, and all that. Because again, you're going to be traveling to how many cities? How many cities? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I forget. 8 to 9 cities, you know. Um, you're probably, it might happen. It might happen. That Two of Swords is that like something's holding you back, that decision to follow through. Still under process. Right. So yeah, it seems that you're gonna yeah, it seems that hmm, hmm, yeah. And is this your first tour? Have you gone on tour before? All these things I should have asked before. My ear is itchy. You've gone on tour before, okay, but nothing over the world. Like, what's the farthest place from your? What's the farthest place that you're going to? Like, how big is the time difference? Michael Jackson never, uh, famously never. Are you in California too? It's 5:25 here, or is it in the morning where you're at? 21 hours. Oh, so you're going all over. You're going all over the place. It's 5. It's 5 in the morning where you're at. Okay. Okay. I'm like, what? Wait, because everybody asks it in the comment section of any music video. Are you going to Brazil? you know, come to Brazil. They always say Brazilians love a good concert. um, but yeah, and for the most part, in in general, seems it's going to be a good learning experience. You're going to gain a lot from it. It's going to be how successful it's going to be. I think that's up to how much work you put into it, girl. You know, you get out of it what you put into it. You know, it might be Brazil or Mexico. I'll tell my friend to go attend. She's in Mexico, but I don't know. I don't know. Go to Brazil. Everybody looking to go to Brazil. But also Mexico's good too. I don't know. Add another city. Make it the perfect 10. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't take that advice. I'm joking. Yeah, guys, you guys have your plans, and you know, I'm sure you have a good tour planner that's like, this is the best way. Like, don't listen to me. But yeah, now the only concerning thing that I had was the 2 of Swords and also the 8 of Sun. I was like, I'd prefer to see a 3 of Pentacles for this, especially for you, because this is something so grand. Um, so yeah, oh, you want it to be 11? Well, maybe in the future, maybe the next tour you do, you can do 11. You know, uh, so yeah, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Clouds. It's a promising. No, not promising. It's a concerning card. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. The ADHD is kicking in. I'm running out of fuel here. But yeah, this is. I'm like, might have to do with the again, uh, moving house, go traveling the world, and after the tour, not returning home. What's the card under the Raven one? Just curious. Under that, oh, how funny. You're curious. I will show you the card under, because it is the bottom of the deck. The card under it is the Bears, the creature of trees, composing fire. Hmm. Hmm. Again, it's Mama Bear and her cubs. I'm like, do you have a mother? Make sure you call your mother if you have a mother, and if not, a mother figure. Aw, how nice. Okay then. Okay. Well, okay. So you'll have that bit of home with you, you know. Uh, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, your mother. Oh, I'm just kidding. I almost said something, but no. No. Well, look at you now. Now you're going on a world tour. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on this one. I'm like, huh, interesting. I'm still like, I'm like 8 of Stone, really, and she's the main event. She's the main event, and she gets this one. I'm like, But productivity, labor, handiwork, craft. I mean, come on. So yeah, did I miss anything? Is there anything else I didn't look over? I think that's it. An expensive journey. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of the case. That happens a bit when they're like, when that's a very common story. The parents, the people that abandoned you, coming back to you when they see you succeed. It just doesn't look right, you know. So hold on, wait a second here. Let's see, I haven't seen her ever in my life. I mean, well, you know what? Her loss. At least you have you know what? You know what? You have your family, and your grandparents are your family, and you know what? They love you very much, and that's your home, and that's your family. You know. Hello, Green Mountain Mystic. So yeah, is there any other concerns about the cards that I showed you? Anything that I didn't touch on that you feel like I kind of brushed over before I call it a day? Yeah, it's a long journey, except yeah, yeah. You're welcome, El Princess. And good luck. Like, Eight of Pentacles. I'm like, girl, she's the main event. I'm like, it happened again. No. But again, it seems like then in that case, it's gonna be labor intensive then. But I guess in a sense, I'm like, the Eight of Discs also is like repetitiveness to me. It's like you do it one thing, you're gonna do the same or at least similar set for each city, right? So for 8 to 9 cities, that's like, well, eight of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. But that repetition there is kind of like the key with like Eight of Pentacles. It's like yeah. I'm just like, damn, happening again. So yeah, so there you go, El Princess. Good luck with your tour. Send me a ticket. I'm just kidding. I probably won't be able to make it, but yeah, it's a heavy yeah, if it makes any sense. Yeah. I'm like, Michael Jackson always complained about touring, He didn't like touring. I don't think a lot of artists like touring. It's very demanding. But it helps their career and whatever it is. So yeah. Oh, you have Los Angeles and New York. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make it to Los Angeles. I don't get out of the house much. So yeah. But those are good. Yeah. Vegas as well. Oh, nice. My cousins were in Vegas like a few weeks back or a week ago. Earlier this week? Last week? Anyways. So yeah. Thank you, El Princess. Good luck with the tour. What else is there? I think we're gonna call it a night here. Or call it a night? Call it a day. No, I'm just hopping off right now, Gina. So yeah, thank you everyone who stopped by. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. And yeah, and follow me on Instagram. I don't know. I post random BS on my stories on Instagram. Tomorrow, same time. I think next week I'll try a different time just to see how it works out. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll make sure I'll even set up the next premiere so people can hit that notification so that they know when I'm going live again. Yeah, nice to meet you too, El Princess. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Right? Yeah. Bye, everyone. Let me see. End stream.